If you don't know this about me, I love planners. I love planner pins, planner stickers. I love planners. And I used to share a lot of pictures and stuff like that. And I haven't been lately, and I've been getting asked what I'm using in and for my planners lately. So we'll start off with, I have 3 planners. I have, really, it's 2 planners and a calendar. I have my Passion Planner Daily. I have my Happy Planner. And I also use a Google Calendar that is shared with my family. I use it for meetings for myself. I use it for my family's calendars, my kids, whether or not they're working, my husband, doctor's appointments, all that. So that's really what that's there for. So I thought I would share with you. We could look a little bit at like some of the February stuff I did in my planner. So we'll start with like here. This is kind of how I use it. If you've not seen the inside of a Passion Planner Daily, you have your focus, which I don't fill out every portion. And remember, your planners work for you. So I have like my main things, personal work, which is the organizations, any like TikTok stuff, my YouTube channels, my coaching, all that. And then I have my calendar over here. So over here, we have a little thing I made for myself. I made it off of Canva, and it's the daily things I want to try to make sure I do. This is like tomorrow's plan, things like that. I do my daily Bible. I do Duolingo German, so laugh at me if you must. Some specific stretches, all that. Then over here, I have sticky notes that I've typed down because they're for different things. So like, I'm not going to list every little thing I have to do on this weekly for church, but I do have it listed over here. And this is what I do on like Mondays. And then I needed to try some Amazon stuff because I also review things on Vine. Over here, I also do things like this where you can see I had to take my car in, got gas, picked up my van, all the things I worked on. But clearly, the van was a big part too. And then I took a call, and I had notes from that call. So I just edged this in a little washi tape. Sticky notes, things like that. Very simple. My daily planner works for me. I like colors. I like things like that. If you don't. I tend to put like errands. So I'll have errands like up here. I had a CarMax appointment that day. I was out here. And so I listed all my errands, things like that. So this is what I do here. And then over here, I have my Happy Planner. And often I would Frankenplan with multiple planners, but I realized when I got to January, I hadn't picked up anything else to Frankenplan, meaning like one for work and one for personal. So I'm just doing one right now. This is my editorial calendar for church. I volunteer for church and help run their social media. And so I sit down and we'll program out, like we do a worship song in the morning and then like a sermon note and then announcements. So I mark those down so I know what I've gotten. And then over here, I'm still playing with this. I have my meal plan across the bottom, and there's nothing wrong with planning fast food. And then this is my kids. For March, I've kind of flipped it and I've put my kids up at the top. This is if I am putting anything out for my own social media stuff, which I need to be better at. And then this is what else is going on. So I had a coaching appointment here. I had priorities for the week. On Tuesday, this week, I did my nails, I had errands, and I was going to plan. You know, I had blood tests. I have a Wednesday lunch date with my husband. We have small group. And I didn't finish planning, so I was over here. So this is basically how I do it. I wash my sheets on Saturday. That's what that little sticker up there is. So I do a combination of stickers and pin colors. So like here, we have church. This indicates that the purple child is serving at church, so they have to go early. So yeah, that's basically what I did. And then I go in and I decorate. So I had some Valentine's Day stickers, sending you love. I had some stuff that gets canceled. I love having cancellation stickers. Get some. It's great. We were really sick this week, so we had a bunch of things canceled. And like my focus for the day here was to work on YouTube, and I had a PT appointment. So yeah, this is kind of how I do it. And then I add into the little accoutrement as I feel led. I also, because my hair is its own thing, so I mark when I'm washing my hair. And then, yeah, like I focus Mondays. I usually do church work, so my harvest list was here. It was President's Day. And I very much say, if you do not put things down in your planner, don't worry about it. Sometimes I go back and I fill it in. Sometimes I don't. This is to work for me, not for anybody else. And I will say, these are Lexington Flair stickers, and I love them. I love them so much. I need to order some more. But yeah, so that's what I did. And then seriously, when we come over to March, you can tell I've already done all the worship. I take a pencil and a ruler and I break these up because I'm a little neurotic. You don't have to by any means. And then, yeah, here we go. And this, I'm ready for spring, but not too hot, just spring. So I put some flowers in. We're blessed. And I've kind of flipped it around. We'll see. We'll see how this goes with this organization. But yeah, kids at work, each kid's got their own color. 2 kids go to that. So that's what I do. Do you use a planner? Do you like a planner? Do you hate planners? Let me know. And do you want to see more of these things? Talk to you guys later.